It's Lethal Injection. They're sitting at number 15 on the secondary active rock radio chart with their tune Live for Today here on Real Rock Nights. We're always getting you closer to the fan artist experience. And this time it's LA-based band Black Oxygen. How's it going, guys?
It's going great.
Thank you for being here, man. You're originally from KC, right?
Originally from Kansas City. Yeah, we've lived here for 5.5 years, right?
Yeah, 6 years now.
Yep, 6 years.
Oh, okay. So you are not just based in LA, you're living in LA also.
Yeah, we've lived here for 6 years. Yeah, 6 years now.
So how crazy are they? Well, maybe I should tell people, okay, Black Oxygen are the Lyle brothers, David and Nick, and that is who we are talking to right now. How crazy is it out in LA right now, out in California, with all this COVID crap going on?
It's starting to get back to normal. A lot of people are kind of, over it and have been for a minute. But yeah, it's crazy. I was driving around today, and like most of the city's getting boarded up before the election tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the reasoning for boarding up with this? What do they think? There's going to be riots and stuff?
Oh yeah. Our building's boarded up. Everything. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about music stuff, shall we?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I checked out your video for Life is Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was freaking awesome, man. It's you made a mini movie, man. At first I saw Danny Trejo at the beginning.
Yeah.
The legend.
And kind of giving the intimidating, request a song on radio.
Yeah.
Hey, that's kind of cool. And then he showed up in the movie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I thought that was okay. How much work did it take to get him in your little project?
Well, what happened? There was a lot of work behind the scenes. So my brother and I you're gonna see us in a lot more movies and stuff coming up. And then we over this past year we went to this incredible acting school called the Anthony Gilardi Acting Studio. And it's like there's so many talented actors there. We learned all these fundamentals. I mean, it's like going to college, like to be a doctor, but to be an actor. There's a lot of stuff you wouldn't even think of that you really have to get down, and they run you through the fire, and you get through the other side, and then you feel real great. We did that thing, and then the instructor and that wrote the script, his name's Anthony Gilardi, and then there as well I met this gentleman Ben Stranahan and his partner Robert, and they have this company called Tip Top Productions that has a movie Caliber, Mean Dreams with Bill Paxton on Netflix, some really great films.
Oh wow!
And we all hit it off, and they wanted to produce this next video for us, so we did a short film since we're working in the movies coming up as well, and it all came together very nice. There was a relationship with Danny Trejo, with the acting, the director, and then we met him, and just the coolest, greatest, down to earth guy, and became friends, and just a real positive guy. And then the script I thought was great, and the video just passed 1 million views, so it's going really well. And that was seriously, like, we've had songs with Tech Nine and a lot of other people, but he was actually like one of our favorite actors growing up in Hero, so it was cool to have the guy in there.
Oh, that is kind of cool. And I was interested to hear about the upcoming acting and hear about the acting school, because I was actually going to ask you about that you guys really, there were parts in there where you seemed very, very natural in front of the camera. And so I was going to ask, like, if you did any work or anything, but now I see that it's something that are you focusing on that a little bit more?
Yeah. We did just over a year at the acting studio, doing it, every single week, multiple days.
Yeah, there was
doing private lessons as well as class lessons. So we really went in for like over a whole year to really get knowledgeable about the acting and all the acting styles, kind of like a method, psychological acting style, to where you are really that character in that moment. You're really living in the moment, and you know, you're really having all those emotions and stuff like that. So we did that full course. We learned all that stuff. And with that knowledge, we're going to focus on doing more acting and being in other films and stuff like that. Yeah.
Music, acting, and then also like we're in the food business now. There's a friend of ours that, you know, followed us for quite some time, and we became recently close friends, and he gave us an incredible deal for our own barbecue sauce. So
I saw that.
My brother made this barbecue sauce, and it's incredible, called Black Oxygen Bangin BBQ. And
you gotta send me one of those, man.
Yeah, and it's on it's the chef is a famous chef, Stretch. He has a famous restaurant called Grinders in Kansas City, where we're from, and he's been on the Food Network a lot with Guy Fieri and his restaurant as well. But that was a dream come true to, you know, to keep the roots where we're from, because Kansas City is known for barbecue. So it's like wherever we go, we got the barbecue sauce. You know?
You got it with you, man. Okay, let's back up a little bit. Now, I was going to ask you about the Black Oxygen Bangin barbecue sauce, but now I want to know, where did the name Black Oxygen come from?
It was back in the day when started playing music. There isn't any like crazy story. It was like 200 names on a piece of paper, and it's like, okay, what's the coolest one? So there's not any like crazy story. It's just super basic, but you know, that's the exact answer.
Well, actually, it's not necessarily a crazy story, but it's kind of a good one, where you actually picked it from like about 200 names you wrote out.
Yeah. That's how it was picked, and but it was like, oh, what's the coolest name to think of? So that's how it was, and that's the exact story.
That's cool, man.
I won't lie and say that there's some cool, crazy.
Oh, you can make up a big story. I don't care. I'll stand here and wait while you think of one. No. Okay. Song "Life Is Beautiful."
Mm-hmm.
Now, did that possibly come from a life event, something that happened? What was in your mind when you guys were creating that song?
What happened exactly is there was a crazy fan voicemail that came into my phone, and we were in the studio. And then I remember before we added this part at the start of the song from an unknown caller. Then before we were at the studio and stuff, I was singing a whole bunch of songs. I still remember today. I was at the house we were living at the time. I was singing the chorus. Nick was yelled at from downstairs, like, that sounds really cool. So the song "Life Is Beautiful" is you know, about some personal relationship experience, but also about you know the music industry. You know, they lift your hopes up high, don't even say goodbye. Suddenly, they're nowhere near the sun. To all that gold digging, she's got a different gold diggers. The chorus is like a release. It's saying life is beautiful. Just you know, just enjoy life. And it's one of those songs. It's not too serious. It's just kind of a fun song. And I think that's why we realized that this is the most successful release we've ever had. And then on the radio, it started at the added #1 and then the #3 in Billboard. So it's like I'm really thankful that, you know, people are liking it, watching the video and stuff like that.
Well, I know the listeners on our flagship station, right now, you guys are sitting at #11. I have to go through, and I do music every Monday night, because Tuesday is when I report. And it depends on like the social networking response that we get from listeners. That is the #1. And then we work down from there with like record reps and things like that. But I have a feeling that you guys are going to be like in the top 10 easy.
Hell yeah, man.
After I go through and look at it, because people are, have you noticed, I myself have noticed that I've had a lot of females that talk about Black Oxygen more than before. I mean, I've been playing you guys for now 6 years, I believe.
Okay, wow, nice.
And because I caught you right when you started out, I think I got your first stuff off of Reverb Nation.
Yeah, the
Wow,
first,
that's super
when
cool, man.
we started out, it was like officially it was like in 2012. Like we were before that we were playing, but that's like when everything there was a first official album, and yeah, it was the American Dream. Then there was a Beating Time album. There was a City of Angels EP. So there was different singles, but
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, it's been a process of just working through the time, and you work. There's some different manners that come or go, and different things that happen, but what's cool at the end of the day is that there is people that believe in our work ethic to help back us and support us. So I'm really thankful. And yeah, I noticed too on the comments there's a lot of girls that like the music, and I think it's because we're playing the music that we truly love. We're not saying, hey, let's sound like this. We're just making what we feel is good, and it comes out to be like a poppy-ish mainstream style sound that it's something for everyone.
Okay. Do you know of, talk to some people, or can maybe have noticed bands out there or artists out there that actually write for radio hits?
There's artists that do for sure, but we've always just done what we thought sounded good, and there's not any really nothing too magical. We'll just do what we think's best, and we'll just work to get the best song possible. But yeah, on the record that's out, The Times of Our Lives, that is our most proud work of all time. And there's like a deluxe version that even has additional feature songs, like with 27 tracks that have the one with Rockstar cover Post Malone. That did really well. Then there's one with Shifty Shell Shock from Crazy Town. They had that big song Butterfly. Tech Nine,
Mm-hmm.
Cut Calhoun. It was rapper K Stylus, Nave Manjo. He's been on a lot of strange music, Tech Nine stuff as well. But there's just a massive, and then those are all of our own stuff. The feature ones are towards the end, but there's a big catalog of all the music.
Oh, okay. 27 cuts. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That kick ass. Now, if you guys had a crystal ball, when do you think you would see yourselves doing shows again?
Man, hopefully next year.
Yeah, I was talking to a
Maybe
friend,
next summer.
and that works in that part of the main industry, and I think that it would probably be like a year and a half or two or something, I would think, because all the safety, but you never know. Hopefully sooner. What we're thinking about doing is maybe a VIP package where we come in to people that want to pay the price. They bring us in, and we do a live acoustic set in their own backyard, and we bring our buddy Stretches, the chef, and a grill out rock and roll backyard experience with our sauce and acoustic. And I think that people sometimes, they like to pay for that private experience. I think that would be cool in the meantime.
That's a cool idea, man. Or tie it in promotions with like radio stations and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would because I've actually seen that done with different bands where they've gone, people have won like so and so to come to the house and do an acoustic set.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
It's kind of a cool idea. And I freaking love it that you have your own barbecue sauce. That's awesome, man. That rocks.
Yeah. There's on that. There's eventually we're gonna do a food truck in Los Angeles that will have people working with their faces on the side, and then there's going to be, in a few years, we're gonna with this grinders, we're actually gonna open up our own, eventually down the road, our own Black Oxygen Grinders LA restaurant. So
oh wow,
it's a lot of cool things happening.
So is all of this stuff like just popping up and popping in your head, or is this a plan you've worked out?
Well, to be honest, you put all the hard work in, and there's no guarantee. And I was just telling my brother the other day, and different people, friends of mine, I was like, there's more people contacting us now than ever. And it's like just another day, there was like 9 more interviews set up, and we're working on some other movie opportunities, and there's artists that are, paying us top dollar, hiring us out for features on all different styles of music. So, there's more, work is not a problem. There's tons of work coming in. In fact, today we're working on, after this, a Christmas song that'll be cool. It's the first Christmas song that we'll ever be a part of. that
Oh.
features a talented female vocalist out of Nashville, Tennessee, and that was I think that was
Miss Boston.
Miss Boston. Yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
she's
okay.
great following, and it'll be cool. We'll have a first song with the female vocalist, Christmas. But it's like we could do infinite. We could do anything and all. We don't say we're just gonna be this that cookie cutter.
So
We're always up for anything.
Yeah,
instead of boxing yourself in, yeah, that is a good idea. Stick a bunch of branches out there and see what falls and hangs.
Yeah, for sure. We're always trying to find new ways to do more things and diversify and everything just to be stronger overall.
And on a business side too, it's like if you have, and nowadays the truth is for almost any artist, it could be when you're hitting the right things, that's great income, but then sometimes for artists it might be a while before they make the next big money. So if you have all these business things set up, you're working on all types of things, I mean it's a circular thing and it works for everything.
Yeah, one can take over for the other thing.
People could be in Walmart, and one of our sauce is eventually going to go in there, and they could be like, we don't even know who Black Oxygen is, but now we do because it says they're a band from Kansas City, so they'll check it out and they'll know about us.
Then they'll fall in love with the music, and you'll have 70-year-old guys showing up at your concerts.
Yeah.
Where are the ribs? I want ribs.
Yeah, we'll have to bring a smoker to every concert. Do some barbecue.
That'd actually be kind of funny. Have it up on stage, you
right?
Wear like chef's hats and shit. Yeah.
Instead of like a t-shirt cannon, we could have a rib cannon.
I'll have a full rack, please.
Right.
Okay. Well, hey, thank you very, very much for coming on, guys. I really appreciate having you on the show. And want to let you know, I'm letting every band that I interview know that this is your show. Real Rock Nights is about the fan artist experience. And I'm not just saying that. That's what it is. So you have something you want to promote, something that you just want to get out to the people, something you just want to say. Hell, I don't care. Get on your soapbox. Send me an email. Say, hey, I'm coming on this weekend. You can't do anything about it. You're on, man. It's your show.
Absolutely. And everyone too, you could follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Snapchat, DL Black Oxygen, but go check out Life is Beautiful, our new short film and music video with the legend Danny Trejo. And also there's well-known adult actress in there, Tasha Rain, Stretch, and also another great actor doing a lot of cool stuff now, Sid Malia. So everyone, thank you so much. Shout out to engineer, producer Brett Hessla, and shout out to everyone that has helped Black Oxygen since day one.
I love it.